Hello. We've been busy this Easter. We have had a muster training for all the jousters and the people who are doing medieval fighting on horseback, on foot. And we thought it might be interesting for you guys to see how the horses are doing. This is Orion and Arne, his owner. And yeah, you can see that he's actually able to canter quite well. And we can see Stian not on Tarzan, who is his horse, but he's riding Gjøndar, because Tarzan is not yet ready to do the jousting. He needs a little more work before he does that. And then you can see that we are actually, everything is gradual. We're starting with the dressage training, and as you have seen, all the things that we do with helping the horse to get rid of problems. And then here you can see that Arne is riding Orion in quite a long form, because that is what Orion needs right now. And we can see that Pelle is he's trying to handle Mandarb, who is very eager. He knows what he's supposed to do. He's supposed to run down there and smash things. And Pelle says that, no, you're not supposed to smash things. You have to go in a good canter to the left and wait for my signal. And yeah, two. He wants to do it fast. And also we have Gjøndar, and he is even more happy with running. And it's important for the horses to learn that, canter is okay, but gallop is not okay. And Arne and Orion are actually doing quite a nice canter, but it's 4-beat. That is Orion's problem. But he's actually doing quite well. He's actually cantering. He's doing it in a nice and calm way. And here we can see that Pelle is instructing Carolina, that is handing him his lance, to do it in a calm way, because Mandarb is like, when Pelle's got the lance, he knows that now we can smash. And he must train to wait until Pelle has got the lance and then calmly walk up to the tilt, and then he can choose the left lead canter, and then in a round and measured way canter down the tilt. And as you can see, the Mandarb is not amused. He wants to do it now. He feels that he knows what to do. But canter and gallop and canter is not one thing. It might be different stuff.
So Pelle here, taking the reins? No. But I just wanted to say that with Mandarb here, I'm trying to not compromise. So I'm trying to ride him with the collection and energy that's needed. And that makes this job much longer than it would be if I just allowed Mandarb to run along in a longer outline and relax more. That can already be done. That's not so difficult. We will see that later as well. But one of the things we're trying to do is to, on the one hand, we try to allow the horses the freedom they need to do the job fairly all right. On the other hand, we're trying to train the horses to have more capacity to do things when they're really hard. And Arne is allowing his horse to just practice, while I am trying to train my horse while practicing, which makes it more difficult, obviously, but that's the level I want to be at. So here you see, this is a good collected canter, and that's a little bit easier for Mandarb to sustain. What I want to do is to have like something approximating a medium canter. Sorry, my voice left me there for a sec. Gjøndar has really not a canter. He wants a gallop, but but it can be cantered as well, and that's what Stian is trying to do. So there are different qualities we are trying to get into the horses. Some of the horses are practicing, some of the horses are training, some of the riders are practicing, some of the riders are training. So we're doing different difficult things at the same time. And we try to give this to you like as clearly as possible. Stian is struggling a little bit with getting the right rhythm. Stian wants to, let me put it this way. Stian is a little bit stiff in the hips, so he has to deliberately move through the hips, especially when he's wearing armor. And it's difficult to deliberately move through your hips while having the horse doing the same rhythm. So here we saw Mandarb again, but at a much bigger canter this time, and still very controlled. So it's difficult for him to slow down. He doesn't really want to stop after we have done the run. So at the moment I'm just using the fence at the end to sort of tell him that it's all right now. We don't have to run any further, which might be a mistake. It might be smarter to take him down to the trot or walk sooner. But I think that's a fair mix of allowing him to think and allowing him to listen to me at the same time. We're also practicing hitting that little target, which is about 10 centimeters square, maybe a little more. But it's also bolted on. And sometimes when you get your aim in, you can choose which bolt to hit. That's what we're aiming for before the season starts. So now I have a helmet on. And the helmet makes it harder, more difficult, because it's heavy. That's one thing, heavy on your head even. But as in this run, without a lance, but then with helmet. Arne is doing his free runs with Orion, which does really good. The Pelle and the Mandarb struggling again a little bit with the start. This is a thing for us. We'll get there, and we've gotten there with many horses, so it'll be fine. But this is our Achilles heel at the moment. But this is with the helmet closed, and that makes everything much, much more difficult. We tend to say that when you close your helmet, your IQ drops by half. Your EQ as well, actually. That's just funny, but maybe you get my meaning. Some of you do. And I'm still undecided on whether I could let Mandarb piaffe at the start and all sorts of different things. But we're just practicing on. Final run, helmet closed, lance with me. See if we get a hit. And thank you guys for watching.